So one of the questions we had before, like with Ellen, I was saying, hey, do you go back to the same chat because it doesn't remember as much? Well, Jasper AI is really like the Windows function for Chat GBT. So there's some framework that you can set up earlier for like a brand voice. Hey, we want you to sound like this. So when you ask for copy, the copy can be written within the brand voice, which is huge, right? A great added tool. So you don't have to type in all those additional prompts like in Chat GBT. You may notice, you're going to see at the bottom of my screen sometimes over here, you're going to see a little face that jumps around. That's actually a Chrome extension for Jasper AI. So I can highlight.
Yes, you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, well, this is pretty important. I'm sorry, everybody. Now can you see my screen?
Yep. See it.
Okay. I apologize, everyone. I'm sorry. You're going to see at the bottom of my screen a little logo that looks just like this Jasper. And essentially what it's going to do is this. So again, lots of AI models, not like Chat GPT, highlight how a brand voice is created. I'm going to show you how to do that so that your tone is still consistent. The Chrome extension actually shows up just right on top of Chrome. So when I'm in a Google Doc, and like if you've ever typed in a Google Doc, many of you have, you start typing and it can finish the sentence for you. Well, that's what Jasper AI can do. So I can be typing a Facebook post and it can finish the Facebook post if I click a button. It is a really quick, easy extension. I'll give you a demo of it before we get done from here. But it literally allows me to like reply back to comments on Facebook when I don't have anything witty to say, right? Or it can help analyze text that's on a screen as well too. I'm going to show you how that works here in a couple of moments. Idea generation. I use Jasper for a lot of idea generation. And then because of all these different copy frameworks that like we taught before, I then go back to Chat GBT, combining the two of them to come up with a really good output. A good friend of mine, John Benson. John Benson's been in the AI game for many years. We've even done a promotion of his AI, how to write scripts and virtual sales letters, video sales letters. Nick, why am I not thinking of what John's product is off the top of my head? It's not the Chat AI. It's I'll think of it here in just a minute. Anyway, John Benson, one of the world's top copywriters, Copy Pro, thank you, who literally created the video sales letter, created this Copy Pro that basically has a lot of AI behind it before Jasper was ever created. Right now, he is selling a $5,000 offer to use Chat GBT to idea generate, use Jasper to dive in deeper, and then to use his software to produce converting copy. So I want to repeat that again. John Benson is selling a $5,000 offer that combines what you just learned, combining that with some of the extensions I'm going to show you here, combine that with his software, which just uses a different language model and a different system to produce converting copy. He's selling just a course at $4,000. And I was on one of the webinars and the people signing up, it is crazy how many people are signing up. That's just prompts. There's lots of opportunity out there. What I really like to use is because John Benson partnered up with Jasper AI. He has a VSL framework that I use for a lot of video ads. I'm actually going to take you through a demonstration with. So here's what I like to use. So you go inside of Jasper, very easy to set up. Again, it's like a Windows and DOS. You just literally say, hey, I want to import some of my content so Jasper can write like me. Either I can copy paste some of my content that I've written, emails, blogs, webinars, or I can just upload stuff. It's easy. So custom information. I think this is really good. So what happens is, this is another tool that I have running. Let me get that out of the way. Come on, turn that off. There we go. You see this now, it's going to highlight because it's Canva down here. Company information. So it starts setting up tags so it knows how to relate to you. So this information is related to company history, company information, company products. This is how it starts to build in your own voice. Again, the prompts that we showed you take a lot longer. Build in Chat GBT, build the brand voice here. You can get some really quick content out of the brand voice. The other thing is, I also use, they have a chat feature, just like Chat GBT, but it uses different languages. So I may take one prompt that I've used before in Chat GBT and come here to see what additional result I get, because I may want to set it up in my brand voice. Or I just click that button that says enhance prompt, and Jasper will read my prompt, and it will basically spit out a more specific prompt to get you probably where you wanted to go. Like, it knows what you wanted more than how you knew how to phrase it into the chat. So we use this chat right here, just like we use Chat GBT. It's just a different language model. It gives us different ideas. So it's really easy. You can even start a campaign to say, hey, I have this kind of supplement that we're going to advertise to women. I have another supplement that's going to be advertised to men. You just set up the campaign right here so Jasper can keep it all straight, so you don't have to do everything inside of Chat GBT. What I like to use Jasper for, content rewriter. Hey, I really like this blog post. It's one of the top ranked blog posts in my industry. Can you rewrite this for me in my voice? And I give it a couple of other specifics. And again, the specifics, how you're going to fill them in Jasper is really easy if you haven't seen it. I like the headline. I like the primary text. I do Facebook ads description, Google headlines. I always look for 5 examples. I get great examples. I like the content improver, explain it like a child. I don't really do a lot of stuff on Amazon, so it's just me. I'm sure a lot of people can benefit from that. I always love engaging questions and creative stories that help me come up for some of my Facebook posts just on a regular basis. I'll just dedicate a couple of hours one day to create all of this stuff, so then it's done for the week. I just need some help with idea generation. And then you see all the topic ideas. I love using this for YouTube. Here's the other thing. Here's the John Benson VSL where you see the big red arrow. So what John Benson's VSL does is I basically, and by the way, Nick, this is where I started with the first idea. So I went to John Benson's VSL. Nick and I had an idea for a new offer. I just answered all the questions about this new offer in here because I had been talking to Chat GBT that I was thinking about doing this type of offer. And then the questions that John Benson asked in here, I was like, what's your customer's ultimate goal? Stuff like that. Let me go back. Here we go. Let's drag this. Don't know why that's happening. How do I drag? Oh, I don't think it's gonna let me drag the video yet. Well, right here. So for instance, what's the big idea in 2 to 3 words? Number of customers for social proof for us? What's the niche? I answered a lot of these questions because I was already working with Chat GBT. So I used Chat GBT to come up with some of the original ideas. From those original ideas about the offer, I fed that directly into the mini VSL. That created a really persuasive video that we can actually use on the sales page. And that just kicked off an entirely different offer. The other thing is inside of Jasper, this is, I don't want to say relatively new, but a lot of people don't use this. There's a ton of scripts and formats that you can use. But I want you to notice this. What does this say? Act as a marketer. Act as a social media manager. Like I said, it's going to be one of the main prompts that you're going to learn. Act as a marketing consultant. Act as a social media manager. I mean, really, a lot of these right there, like it's all around, right? There's a ton of formats that you can choose from. So I like Jasper because it's different language models. I like Jasper because a lot of it's push button. I like Jasper because they share a lot of templates. And if I hit this right here, if I just say, let me just say, for example, I go to the Facebook for just a second, you're going to see right here, I have the Jasper plugin, right? So it's not enabled on that side, but it's going to definitely be enabled on Facebook. Oh, let's see. Okay. Now, I would do this. I'm just showing you what it's capable of. I'm a little more personable. I don't use it for this, but just for example. So let's just say I wanted to go ahead and comment on my friend Adam's post right here. I'm going to go ahead and comment. I'm going to click on this button right here. See, so this basically pulls up, because it's part of my Chrome extension, pulls up what I want to write. So copy, come down here. Can you make a witty, good thing I can't even spell. I'm really surprised, Nick, on how the spelling mistakes that still go through really well in the AI stuff. I guess there's just so many people misspelling anyway. Can you make a witty comment about the following Facebook post on how cute the kid is and how great kids are. Now, again, I use more of a personality in here, but like, whoops, why is this blocking? There we go. Come on. That's it. Parent me says, let's cherish the moments of the time. Like, I wouldn't necessarily use it. So one of the things that I mentioned before early on in the foundational training, connecting with other influencers, other creators, commenting on other people's posts, this could make that a lot easier as well too, right? If you use something like Jasper, you can have employees, contractors, other people's respond in your company voice. But again, it's kind of like building backlinks to a website. If you wanted to comment on other TikTokers, stuff or other YouTube channels, and you mean it, it's just sometimes you just need to come up with some really quick responses. This, again, this can help in a Word document, doesn't really matter, but Chrome extension is really great. I love it. So just an idea for Jasper.